What's going on, PokeMoshPitbeta? I go by the name of MrPWNtart, and today I'm bringing you a 4th Gen NU battle against the one, the only Scott, aka TheAcousticKind. If you don't know who he is, then you've probably been living under a rock. His link will be more than likely be in the description, and I think he's actually on the main channel too, so head over there if you want to see him kick some ass. But yeah, Scott just sent me a message on Skype and said, let's have an NU battle, and I was like, yeah, and this was the outcome. So, okay, we're going to get started with the battle here. I'll lead off with my Wormaderm. Shoutouts to Down the Waffler for this set, and there's actually, the Wormaderm is actually a missap, but I'll talk about it when it gets there. But okay, onto the battle once again. I go into my Banette predicting him to go for Hypnosis from his Yanma, because I do have the Insomnia ability. But he actually sets up a sub instead, which is fine because I'm just going to fucking Shadow Sneak that Beanie Baby and take it out while he bounces back with an Air Slash. And now I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. And that will take it out because I'm Life Orbed and, you know, max attack. And Yanmas are quite frail. And after the Life Orb damage, I live with 69 HP, giggity giggity goo. And so, okay, now it goes into Typhlosion. I was thinking it was a Scarfed one. So, which is why I went for the Sucker Punch, but I mean, like, I don't really know Scott, and after the battle, I watched his videos, and he's an original guy, so I was kind of a dumbass for thinking he would run a Scarf Typhlosion. You know, that's boring shit. You don't run Scarf Typhlosion when you're Scott. So, now, knowing it's not Scarfed, I'm gonna go to my Manette Trick, which outspeeds, and go for the Stab Specs T-Bolt while he goes into his Hypno to sponge that, and I'm pretty sure this thing is one of those, you know, like 4 out of 5 Hypnos in NU are like bulky, Wish Protect, and I'll just stall your ass all day. And I don't want to deal with that, so I'm gonna go into my offensive Sand Slash here, set up a Swords Dance while he go into his own Sand Slash, and he's gonna put his rocks up, and now he's gonna switch out into Meganium just to resist my Stab EQ. I don't know if he was predicting it or not, but either way, you know, it's a good counter to 2 Sand Slash. But you know, I am +2 in max attack, and I believe I'm Adamant as well. And I do get the crit on it, and we were talking about this on Skype. We're not too sure if that crit mattered because I do finish it off with an X-Scissor, but we're not really sure with or without the crit it would still be in range to be KO'd from an X-Scissor. But you know, it's hacks and it happens. You can complain about all you want. And okay, so we're here now, and I'm a dumbass, and I stay in on a Sharpedo for whatever fucking reason because, like I said, I don't really know Scott, and you know, Lord knows he probably could run some weird, you know, Sharpedo set that like sets up or something. But anyways, I see it's this Life Orb mix set, you know, your typical mixed Sharpedo. And okay, about this Wormaderm here, this is actually a mishap because you see there I went for the Stealth Rocks, and the Grass Form Wormaderm, which is the one I have right here, does not get Stealth Rocks. When I was saving this, you know, I meant for it to be Steel type, like I gave it like Gyro Ball and all the moves that the Steel Form Wormaderm would learn. But you know, at the end I forgot to change his form, and now I'm stuck with this thing, and I apologize for that, but I still chose to submit and upload this video just because it did not really change the outcome of the battle. Mainly because I don't take my Wormaderm does not take direct damage from any of his pokes. So the differences in typing and, you know, defenses and stuff were not like factored into the outcome of the battle. And I think I do take like a couple seismic tosses or something, but you know, that does 100 damage period, plus all 3 Wormaderm forms do have 60 base HP, so I apologize for that once again. I hope y'all bear with me, try not to bash me too hard for it. And okay, back to the battle now. You know, just imagine the Wormaderm is Steel or something, imagine it's the pink type, but yeah. Okay, into the battle. I go into Benjamin Franklin, and he's gonna take that flamethrower like a fucking boss. And I think I toxicked his Hypno too, and now I have his Typhlosion toxic. And I'm actually afraid of the Hidden Power Rock, but he actually has Hidden Power Grass, I think, and he was actually quite pissed off about this too. We're talking on Skype, and he was like, he meant to have HP Electric, would have definitely KO'd me because I'm 4 times weak to it. And that was a mishap for him. He meant to have HP Electric instead, which you don't see much on Typhlosions, but you know, I guess he needed the coverage. So now I'm going to predict a switch too because I think his Typhlosion was confused and poisoned, so I'm predict that and go for a second Toxic while he goes into the Sharpedo. So that's good for me, and now I'm going to switch the hell out and go into my Cartman here, this badass, and he's just chilling. He's got his finger in his nose. He's having a good old time. I am max HP, special defense, or not special, physically bulky, and I can take hits from this thing all day, and I go for the taunt, predicting a switch into his Hypno, because Hypnos, or well, really anything with Protect can just like wall Psykings all day because of their ability. They only get to attack every other turn. So if you go in and you get a Protect off on the attacking turn, then you just rinse and repeat, and Psykings are down. They're pretty much useless. So yeah, I taunt on his Sand Slash, and I predict a Rapid Spin, which is why I go into my Manectric, just to go fire off a HP Grass all over his face. But that's kind of obvious. So he goes into his Easy Master, and this thing just gives me hell throughout the whole battle. I'm just like, oh my god, it is toxic, but it can still just wish Protect up and everything. And I'm gonna speed this part up because it gets quite stally here. I think I set up my rocks again. Once again, I do apologize for the missav. But like I said, I didn't feel like it changed the outcome of the battle whatsoever. So yeah, he's gonna wish Protect up, and I mean, I know eventually he's gonna have to switch out just due to the fact that Toxic will rack up to where I'm pretty sure he wants to save his Hypno because he knows that this thing is gonna wall me to hell, and it's of course he's gonna keep it alive just to piss me off. Oh, excuse me, voice crack there. So okay, the plan was here, I'm gonna go into my Slaking to bait out his Sand Slash, and so I'm gonna double switch Slaking and then into my Manectric so I can catch a Sand Slash with an HP Grass. But he doesn't do that, and I think he just keeps wish protecting, and oh my god, I should have sped this part up too. I apologize, y'all. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see how much Toxic is doing. Yeah, Toxic is just raping this little Hypno asshole. So he's definitely going to switch out, and I know he's going to have to switch out eventually, which is why I decided to lock myself into HP Grass. Mainly because it was the best choice for me, because it's super effective against Sand Slash, super effective against Sharpedo. Typhlosion does resist it, but if I recall correctly, it is at a low enough health to where it will take rock, like after taking damage from rocks and poison damage, I think maybe like 1 or 2 HP grasses will take it out. And I am Specs as well, so it'll do a shit ton of damage. And so now he gets his berry boost. I'm like, oh my god, please don't make it be that speed berry. I forgot what it's called, like Pataya berry. The berry that boosts speed, but it's not. It was actually the berry that boosts his special attack. So, I see what you did there. Sub until you get the berry boost. Pretty cool set, I'm not gonna lie. I might actually steal that. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Typhlosion goes down, so that's one less thing for me to worry about. He's got like Sand Slash that's barely alive, and his Sharpedo that's barely alive. Sand Slash, I think, will die from coming into rocks, so I really just have Hypno to deal with. Like, obviously, this Hypno is giving me hell, and I'm gonna speed up this part too because this is stally. But I guess I'll take this time to talk about myself a little bit. I'm fairly new to the metagame. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to play some Pokemon here. I did start off with NU, but with 5th gen coming around now, it's really, really hard to find a 4th gen battle. Nonetheless, a 4th gen NU battle. Like this, it's so hard to find NU battles nowadays. But anyways, we're gonna get back into the battle now because I think Toxic was racking up, and he can only stay with Hypno for so long, and Hydro Pump. And after the lefties and stuff, I will be back up at over 100 HP, so I can definitely take a another Seismic Toss if he decides to go for that from his Hypno. And in comes Hypno once again. Go figure. And okay, I go for the Confuse Ray because that's the best I can do. Just because maybe he'll keep hitting himself. He'll get some confusion hacks and stop wishing and protecting up. But okay, the plan was, I know he's gonna probably try and pass a wish off into his Sharpedo because that is his last hope for doing anything. So I'm gonna confuse the Hypno and just start going for Hydro Pumps, and luckily I do get the Hydro Pump on the turn he switches in, and Sharpedo will go down, and that will be good game, Scott. I appreciate you guys for watching. Once again, I apologize for the missav, or if you don't like watching 4th gen battles, but if you do enjoy my content, please go to my channel and check me out. Yeah, y'all have a nice fucking day. Peace out, YouTube.